2018's been a great year for me to get into competitive Smash, and looks like we have our, this is the grand finals match.
Yes, it is.
All right, we have Kev Arrows and the GJay versus DJ Delta and Craftis. Ironically, the two teams who signed up that don't have a team name.
Maybe that's the meta.
Yeah, maybe that's the trick. Well, looks pretty. It's gonna go either way at the moment.
Ryu was pressuring his pressuring Wario's shield, and I'm not sure if you saw the like punish with the shield grab. And right now they're both focusing on keeping them off stage. When both players are off stage, that's the opportune time for edge guards, and like we see right there with the catch. Because even if he managed to grab the ledge, his partner Craftis was ready right there to catch with the punish. You can see him right there, because I think that like, looking at these two, I can definitely see why Red Team isn't winners. They seem to have like a lot of set-in-stone punishes, even if they're not like the crazy combos you see on BP Smash Bros. They have like tiny little combos that just like rack up damage, set them up in a good position. Oh, and the little messed up right there with the Gordo, but CDD being very heavy is not going to get caught with that.
So if I'm correct, DJ Delta and Craftis have not been sent to losers yet.
Yes, they are the players in winners.
So if Kev Arrows and DJ pull off the 3-0, then it's a bracket reset.
They don't have to 3-0. It can go to Game 5, just as long as the
Game 5, yeah.
Just as long as the blue team can manage to take their set, they get the bracket reset.
All right.
And there we go.
I mean, it looks pretty. I can still pull it around, I feel like.
There we go right away. They're seeing that stage positioning again. With honestly, recovery. I did not honestly think he was going to make that back. The bomb saving his teammate there from the focus, and the Nair will take that next stock.
Ooh!
It was a nice attempt.
Thought there was going to be a nice jank play there.
No.
And will DDD?
I mean, right now they're definitely like.
This can go either way.
Like if they're going off of what, especially because they're in a really bad position right now, going for, like you said, the jank play isn't exactly a bad idea. Because right now I feel like Team Blue has had that lead and they've been holding onto it very carefully. They're not just throwing out moves. When they get their punishes, they've been working together really well. There we go with the, there we go. See, Craftis was not quite aware there that his partner got a throw.
Okay, I know DDD is in the bottom 10. Where is Wario placed on the tier list?
Wario is, I know Wario's low tier, but he's not exactly like, he's higher up than DDD.
Whereas Toon is like a mid and Ryu is like high tier, top tier.
There we go. In Craftis, like, they're actually evening this up right now. They're going to go for the punish, and Wario catches him with the upper right there. See,
nice.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. With, you can definitely tell like which teams had prepared their team's punishes and which ones had not. Because right there, both of them had to be aware of the percent, and Wario had to be in the right position. Because if that missed, it could have been very well possible that he would have made it back to tell the tale.
Yeah. Props to Craftis for the DDD play. I don't. Smash 4 is not like the other Smash games where you see mostly every character you see being played. So I don't know if it's that much of a. I don't know. Really.
Smash 4 is actually like, I'm actually agreeing with you here. It's a lot more diverse than other fighting games. Like, well, not maybe. I don't know about fighting games. Well, you can tell me about that because I'm a Smash player. Smash player at heart, all day, every day.
Yeah, Smash games. Yeah.
So if you get to like Brawl, you see like the same amount of top tiers.
Ice Climbers,
Ice Climbers aren't actually that good of a team's character because while in singles they do really good, in doubles, if they get split up, they are in a really bad position because you're pretty much playing with Sopo and Nana being a, depending on the game, I know Melee is a level 1 AI. I think Brawl is level 3. I'm not certain on that.
Let's see what comes after the whole. That's my favorite thing to watch in these Smash 4 competitive matches, the whole edge guarding, offstage shenanigans.
Oh, and nice 10.
This can still go either way. Kev Arrows and GJay still have a chance. They're still in it. They'll have to put in more work than DJ Delta and Craftis, but they can still pull this around.
And it's looking like they're definitely trying right here.
They're definitely holding their own.
And it catches them with the punish right now. And during that respawn platform time, it is actually essential that they go ahead and focus on other characters like they're doing right now. Like last stock, they didn't do that. But when there's no first play, they're in a forced 2v1 situation. So it's up to that player's teammate to try and get away from them, and it's up to those two to try and get as big of a punish as they can off, which... And for those of you wondering, I'm not getting called off. This is actually my first time commentating, so I'm a little like lost in thought sometimes. This is actually his first time commentating too.
So my first time commentating for a tournament, an actual, like, you know.
I mean, if you want to count like that one time we had a tournament in your basement, then I have done commentary before, but this is the first time.
Actual commentary.
Yeah.
So, will we get the... Oh, no.
So no shield break, but extremely close.
Oh, it didn't kill. Ooh, with the spike.
Oh, for a second I actually thought that he had spiked GJay Delta.
Yeah,
down.
I also thought that was the case.
And Wario with good DI. And right now they're... See, this is actually an active decision they're making, like, because a lot of people would just rush in and try to take down GJay Delta.
Yeah, that was just about to say. Another thing I learned from doubles matches, I always thought it was... Ooh!
The accidental kill.
But, I was going to say, I originally thought that doubles would be just, you know, one-on-one, like kind of how it is now, like one's aiming after one, the other's going after the other. But no, most of the time when someone's off stage, they kind of just go into like tag team one character, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because the way I imagine it is like going back to the Ice Climbers analogy, like you basically have someone to make all the true combos that would happen essentially not true, because if they're going to do it, if their teammate is aware and ready, like you see more in grand finals, you'll see that they are actually like ready for their opponent.
He's not gonna go for the share stock.
I believe that might actually be a better decision, because Toon Link is a much better character at 2v1, because Toon Link is a character that can space out with projectiles, and especially in trying to split them up for the 2v1. I don't believe that Rio could do that right as well. Like, see how he's switching targets right now? The moment he hits one, he's going to go back and try and get the other. So I believe it was the right decision to not go for the share stock. But we're over. Oh, they're setting up for the punish. Nice 48%.
I also noticed that in some of my matches where I had my teammate not take my stock that way, I can actually space out with Villager, and it actually worked in some instances. So yeah, but having two people isn't always needed, you know.
That was a misstep, and I definitely could see that he can do this, because he's playing the slow game right now. With 3 minutes on the timer, it's definitely possible that, one, they have the advantage of no timer, so it's not like he can just kind of... Oh! Nice reflecting it back, taking advantage of the bomb to split them up.
He's doing the split up.
We're not focusing on one. Right now, I think he should start looking for a bomb conversion. He gets him off the stage, and right now they're going to begin... Wario in a good position. Oh! He misses. Oh, he catches them with the up air. It was a good attempt from Kevin.
Good play.
Definitely props to him for that. But
for a second here, I thought this was melee, and then when he did the air dodge, I thought he was just dead. Or ultimate also, I guess.
I mean, regardless, that was a pretty good read, because even in melee, if he had like air dodge right there, that still would have gone through.
Old lady switching characters.
I don't know. From what I've personally seen, they tend to be a very, like, they definitely practice their stuff. They have all their setups down with one character, so it's not like we always saw last match with Bones, where he's going to be swapping off to different characters and going up his teammate. I believe right now they're focusing on consistency and making sure they get everything as good as they can. So, oh right, this is game 3. I'm sorry, I thought it was 2-1. My bad.
It's fine.
So right now, you can see that the Craftis was holding the 2 right there for punish, and GJay Delta, instead of like trying to go in and crowd each other, which will lead to accidental hits, GJay Delta was focusing more on keeping the stage position, which, because if he was close up, he would have easily been able to be hit by his teammate or the opponent, but by GJay Delta standing back, he was able to give Craftis the room he needed to get back, because running past your opponent is a very bad idea in this game. Because, one, they see that, they're immediately going to go for the punish, and DDD with the forward air, I believe. Right now, Somewhere can't seem to decide who to focus on. Catching him with the forward throw in.
Ooh, got a team kill. I don't think they're bothered by that at all, though. And
definitely, that's one thing that you can't, like, in your mentality, you can't focus on. Like, you can't say, like, oh my goodness, this is happening, because that's how the mentality starts breaking. That's when you start thinking, like, oh my goodness, I should have a third stock right now. We shouldn't be in this situation. But if you just, like, blank it out and just say, that didn't happen, then it's like, exactly, it's like it's never happened. Your mind isn't on it, and you're able to focus more on the match instead of what should have been, because it already happened. Worrying about it's just going to make you play worse, and your teammates start to worry. Because it's definitely a scary thing when your teammate starts choking.
Yeah.
Well, right now I'm not sure what Kevin was going for. I'm not sure if he expected the up air with the drop from ledge air dodge.
Oh, and DDD.
Oh, and DDD with the SD. I think that's the second or third one now. But regardless,
yeah, they're definitely, the players are definitely playing smart. My mentality, since I'm not, again, this is my first doubles tournament, even like viewing it, this is my first doubles, so I definitely had a more of a spacing, like aggressive kind of play style, but I can see that the synergy with both of these teams is actually pretty on par. Pretty impressed.
And I can hear some screaming coming from outside.
Ooh!
Oh, nice. A lot of people don't actually know that Wario's head has a hitbox.
On the down B?
No, yeah, on the waft, because
Really?
as he's going up, there is a constant hitbox both on, well, the waft isn't constant, but he has that head hitbox, which actually catches a lot of people off guard. And something I actually want to take a bit of time to talk about was that for people who know about the, maybe know a little bit about the competitive meta, like we brought up at the beginning of the match, these two characters, like on the red team, are extremely low tier, but they've been holding their own, and because in teams, like, they actually have one advantage, which is their ability to live for a long time. They're able to hold these stocks. Like, you can see right now, like, not many characters, like, especially since you play Jigglypuff, you'd be able to tell me this. Yeah. Not many of them can live to 162, and he waited a little long.
Can they get one match off? You can continue your point after this.
No, that's pretty much all I wanted to say.
Is he going under stage? Oh, I thought it was going to.
Was that a double jump? That, I don't know, it just looked a little off to me.
Oh,
gets him with the weak
off, and they got him.
And they now have a game.
It's 1-2, so yeah, what about Jigglypuff?
Whereas Jigglypuff is an extremely light character that won't live for very long, which is actually something I was telling my teammate. Like, he was giving you guys, like, too much credit, because, like, when you guys were playing Puff Kirby, it was like, all right, they're lightweights. You can kill them at, like, 60 or 70, but instead they focused on trying to get those tiny hits. So at the end of the day, they were just getting extra credit that wouldn't even matter. Which is why, like, especially for, like, you know, the Zero Suit Jigglypuff matchup, where it's I can kill you very early, you can't kill me early. And that's exactly what's going on right now, because
so
pretty much
for Battlefield, who do you think have the advantage, character-wise or team-wise, I guess, as a whole?
I feel like, honestly, it's really hard to tell because it's a bit more crowded than other stages, whereas, like, stages like Dreamland have extremely large, like, side blastomes, which allow them to live for a while, which definitely benefits these two. Like, I don't want to call them floaty. Like, they have very good drift for the red team. Like, DDD, understandable. Wario, to this day, I still can't understand why he has that much drift, but he does. Second most in the game, only to Jigglypuff. And that gives them actually, like, especially with the bigger stage, it gives them a lot of space to just sort of get their ground in the air, because much like in Street Fighter, Ryu is a very ground-heavy character, whereas you see Toon Link, like, jumping up to get that positioning right. You see him jumping to get that punish. Ryu's a lot more ground-heavy, whereas you can see him, like, see how when the Toon Link was going for the edge guard, he jumped up to do his stuff, but Ryu, he remained grounded, and again with the SD. I think that's fourth one this time. I can't tell if this is I can't tell if this is just, like, him choking or a misinput on her end. His end, I'm not exactly sure. And catches him with a punch, the forward throw to up smash. But, oh, I did not actually think that was going to kill. It was very late kill.
Yeah, those SDs are probably going to cost him at the end because, I mean, probably not. I mean, they're still
no ledge invincibility, but he's going to go ahead and once again make the decision to focus on his teammates.
Still a very even match. even with all the SDs. So Toon Link, I feel like is, well, not I feel like he's a pretty technical character. Some of the stuff I've gotten to learn him over the years, but I don't know. What do you think about Toon Link or Caballeros' Toon Link specifically?
One thing I like, which I actually think did play a role in selecting their characters, I'm not sure if Toon Link, well, actually I do know that Toon Link is Kevin's main, and I'm not sure if GJay is a Ryu main, but this is actually an extremely good team, just because like they have a different advantage because
one's like a spacer, one's like a more head-on.
Exactly. So whereas Toon Link would be able to get the chip damage but not kill, Ryu can catch those kills because he has those good kill setups. He has his down tilt into Ryu, his up tilt into down tilt into Shoryu. Apologies. And he has, like I said, he definitely has things that can kill. And, and they see. Oh, nice.
Some techs.
He actually did not get the tech the second time. I think it was just the angle of the stage, whereas opposed to sending him down because it's only.
And the waft killed his teammate, and he's gonna take the stock. Now go on.
Because when it's at an angle like this, I'm not sure if they can see the player cam, but it's like whereas the stage is at an angle, if they send them straight into it, as opposed to going down, they will just sort of go like slightly upwards. It's only when you send them at like a perpendicular angle to that ledge will you see that stage spike.
Yeah, I see what you mean. And looks like the team of Caballeros and GJay might take this one.
Blue team is definitely looking to take this back. Right now, Kevin covering the roll, and almost covered the jump.
Ooh. I don't think, because I do feel like some characters are better for the whole 1v2 thing, like you said, like Villager and, well, I said Villager, but yeah, Toon Link. I do not think DDD is one of those characters.
Definitely, because of his larger hurt box.
Yeah.
That especially leaves into the combos, like
plus the whole
1v1s.
Yeah, the whole dynamic of a spacing character on the team along with a more close-up. Who knows? I've seen crazier things.
Oh, and he gets him, and right now he should be trying to kill the Ryu, and will he go up? Going off stage actually was not the best idea right now. I don't know why I suggested it, because if he went off stage, he would have gotten the kill, but the Toon Link would have been in an amazing position to try and edge guard him, especially at a low percent. It would be less likely that he would be able to get the gimp on the. And right now, there we go, and we see with the spacing.
I feel like he can do it. I feel like he can pull this around.
It's definitely possible.
And there
but they start with a catch kill, and it is 2-2. We are going to game 5.
So this settles. This determines whether we get a bracket reset or not.
So right now, if he said that if red team can do this, they clutch out the whole tournament. But if blue team wins, and this is where the advantage comes in, they get a bracket reset. Not only do they get time to adapt, but it eventually starts to tire out the other team. Like, getting the bracket reset is a huge mentality breaker, which I'm not exactly sure how good these players' mentalities are, but
that is a thing that comes out in tournament, like mentality, like the whole pressure aspect.
Definitely, it's not like. It's like I've always said, everyone's the best player in the world in their own room, where there's no stress, they can get comfortable. But coming out here, putting money on the line, that's
Ooh.
Wow. I guess
completely missed the team switch without Mega Man and Luigi next. I mean, Mega Man's a very weird character. But
I don't know how I'm feeling about this. Whereas the other team had the advantage of being heavy, it might just be them missing something. They do definitely have a zoner and a punisher, whereas Mega Man can play a very zony game and Luigi can play a very combo heavy game. Luigi's combos aren't exactly like as hard hitting. He won't get as much damage. Oh, a nice ledge pressure with the sticky bomb.
Seems like a complete 180 for their last team dynamic, but let's see how this plays out. So far it is pretty even. And
right now it seems to be a lot more sporadic. Oh, he almost gets the kill on them both.
Almost gets the double kill.
I'm not exactly sure if that was intentional, but that was, like, it was a very good position, whereas even though he hit his teammate, he set him up in a position where he could pressure his opponent and get that kill, as you saw right there. Once again, not sure if that was intentional, but his teammate definitely made the best of the situation.
see.
So right now these two at center stage are holding an amazing position, and right now I'm not sure why they're giving Sombra right there all that respect, because although Ryu is a heavy character, he's not exactly the fastest, and I believe they could have gone ahead and get that kill. So just from like what I'm seeing now, I definitely believe that we're getting a bracket reset. Oh, and he gets the Gimp with the sticky bomb.
I was about to say, Ryu was hanging in there with the 3 stocks, but there we go. Maybe.
Commentator's curse.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they switched their characters for a reason. I don't necessarily believing in, oh, I'm not doing well with this character. I mean, maybe it's the matchup. Maybe they thought they were like losing it. Maybe Keveros and GJay found their sitting and maybe like figured out what they needed to do. So maybe this is just to mix them up.
Oh, that's actually, I did not think of that. And right now it does seem to be, well, right now it seems as though they have a lead, but it's definitely not like a permanent lead. I could very well see them like easily, especially with the, I'm not sure if you saw the Luigi trying to get the tornado gimp right there.
I was definitely expecting him to do a back air instead. But I don't. Luigi's a weird character also in my opinion, so I have no idea.
I can actually cover for you on that. I used to be a Luigi main. In the first Platinum City Gaming Battle Dome tournament, I was actually a Luigi main in what I called the Week of Luigi.
As opposed to the Year of Luigi. And he hits him with the slash claw back there. And then
Toon Link catching the kill. Right now, this is actually gone to a even game.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe the mix-up strategy could work. And Luigi right now, whereas they were holding edge guard position right now, I actually expected DJ Delta to start trying to get a combo right there. Because at well, no, not on the Ryu actually. Now that I see his percent, whereas Luigi has a lot of low percent combos. Luigi has very, very few high percent combos.
Ooh, and hits him with the up B.
Is this going to work? Once again, we have the
Toon Link. Oh. Are they going to get the team comp? Ooh!
Almost. Right now, they're definitely holding their position. Once again, Craftis going in for the edge guard, and they're switching off. They're continuing to hold both stage position and a good edge guarding position. Oh, catches his teammate with a downer, and
smash.
This could really go either way.
And he get it with the up
Ori.
smash.
We are going for a bracket reset.
It's very surprising. Thought they had it at the last second, but looks like we are going with the bracket reset.
So, do you think now that they're going to go ahead and go back to their team? Because although it did get them a lot closer, I feel like there
wasn't enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So the question is, do you continue trying to go for the mix-up, or do you instead just go with what you're comfortable with and try your best to adapt? And it seems like they're switching. No, they're not switching back to their team. They're going to continue staying Luigi Mega Man.
Really? Well, maybe the stage of Smashville could change that. Maybe a difference will be made. Think so?
Smashville is actually a very weird team stage in my opinion. It definitely does have its benefits, whereas like, especially with edge guards, because that platform goes out and away, so it helps for getting edge guards, but it also helps for helping you edge guard. And right there, blue team right now with stage positioning, holding onto it very carefully. Toon Link running past them right now. And I'm actually very surprised they managed to hold stage vision through that. And as I said earlier, they are continuing to focus. Oh, Luigi there with the attempted tornado gimp.
And he's got the...
Craftis right there. They're going to try and get this edge guard.
Oh, and the leaf shield with the
leaf
gimp.
shield 2-frame.
Nice.
Or I'm not certain if that was a 2-frame. Oh, there we go. And there we go. We see, again, what I said with the Luigi early percent punish game. You saw he got a clean 20% off there from a grab.
Yeah. Again, I'm not seasoned in competitive Smash as you, but I do know that Mega Man's Leaf Shield, his down B, is one of his weaker moves because the way it works is kind of weird. But I heard that it did get buffed in Ultimate, among a lot of other things with Mega Man. So, because again, he's a very weird character in this game. I'd say more like technical than Toon Link. What would you say? And he hits him with the
catches him with the punish, but does not get the kill. So definitely focusing on Smash 4 right now. I'm actually starting to... I've thought about it a little more, and I think I understand what they're going for. Not Toon Link, my apologies. Mega Man is actually really good at catching edge guards. You can see he has the spike bomb, he has the leap shield. His specials are really good at covering the ledge. And because Luigi's a character that can really go out there, I think their game plan was to try and get these two characters like off stage, because Ryu is, despite his great recovery, it's extremely linear and can oftentimes lead to getting him and
Got him with the uppercut.
catching Ryu with a Shoryuken. Ironic.
Which, fun fact, oh, that is ironic. I didn't realize that, but it's the only one of the few of Mega Man's attacks that are neutral that isn't from a Robot Master. Doesn't really play into the match at all, but I just thought I'd point that out. They actually took that from a Marvel vs. Capcom game, pretty sure. But anyway,
Slumber with the, I'm not sure actually what it's called, is down B.
Is Mega Man's down B?
No, Ryu's down B.
Finishing touch.
That's Cloud.
Oh, I forgot.
And right now the team. Oh, and Red Team's actually got the lead back now. And
it's focus something.
Oh yeah, focus. I think it's just focus. So he focuses canceling right there for the mix-up, which, and there you go. Like I said, see once again with the edge, because Mega Man can really hold that edge.
Oh, they got him! The footstool combo.
Game 1. Wow. So it definitely seems as though, although this is not the team they started with, it's definitely not something they should be sleeping on.
They're pretty confident. So 0-1.
It's 0-1 in favor of blue team, I think, because red team was
correct.
GJay, Delta, and Craftis.
We're moving on to game 2 of the grand finals. Let's see, did they make any character switches? Nope, same team, but this time we're in Town and City, which not a big fan of the stage. Do you prefer Town and City or Smashville?
It all depends on the character matchup, because a lot of characters, like I love this stage personally as a Zero Suit, because I can like get my pillar combos off. Like you can see when that middle platform reaches the top, it's extremely easy for me to just one up air and up B. And I feel like Ryu could do something very similar if his partner could get him to that platform, and Ryu can shore you right there, or just get like a down tilt setup. That right there, especially because they're closer.
Yeah, something I was discussing with my teammate while we were in a match is that, because we were trying to play the stages to our advantage, but we realized that we can't really do that since character selection comes first, which I'm actually, it's a new thing that's in Ultimate. It's like you pick the stage first, then characters, which could actually shake up the meta in a way. Let's see where this goes. Can you get him with the Shoryuken kill? There he goes.
Catch him with a Shoryuken, and right now, neither of them seem to want to go in against this Ryu. It's understandable for Luigi, who's at high percent, but even if they could get a setup with like, and he catches him with the up air gimp. I think that was from Mega Man's up air, right? Yeah, that's what it looked like.
But I don't remember the name of the move, but it's not important.
Which one?
The up air, the actual name of it. Doesn't matter. They just float you into the air. And,
okay, catch him with the up B, but that will not kill at this percent. Holding ledge pressure right now. Catching him and back throw, that will not kill. I was actually thinking he was going to forward tilt. And
he keeps getting these Shoryuken kills. Maybe that's the team dynamic. Or up to Shoryukens. It's a joke.
Oh, and he was definitely going for that again. I saw like the first few frames of Luigi up B, but
yeah,
Kevin's up air actually caught it out of that.
It's a very risky move. Like, as a Jigglypuff main, I don't find myself going for a rest too often.
Gonna catch him with the, and no, he does not go for the gimp. But he does get the stock, not with the tornado though.
Yeah.
Is Luigi going to go off stage for the edge guard? No, he will not. He is going to hold back in stage position. Right now, Mega Man closing them up, and Luigi making sure that this stage position stays certain. And see how easily they're swapping off? It's like the moment one of them loses stage position, the other one's immediately ready to cover.
A lot of Shoryuken carry. Oh, you got him with the understage spike. Is that what that was?
It was a spike. We could just call it a gimp, either or. And right now, this is definitely a good strategy from the Mega Man right here. Just holding him in a position, making sure right now with those little lemons.
Ryu's definitely playing smart.
Taken by the edge, but that is actually a very dangerous situation because Mega Man is very good at the edge, and Luigi is at pretty much perfect right now.
There he goes!
The air dodge read. And that is game 2 going to GJay, Craftis, and Delta.
Alright. Looks like they're coming up with a strategy. GJay, Delta, and Craftis.
No, they're the ones holding the lead.
Yeah, they're the ones.
Kevin and
yeah, Keveros and GJay. And
I think are they? I only hear one switch. Are they going for
that could be an
just
interesting
one?
dynamic.
Oh, DDD Luigi. So definitely now DDD again with the survivability and Luigi with the comboing. It's a very similar dynamic, but this time with both of these characters able to go much further off stage, I believe that this could definitely shake it up, but now they have traded that for their ability to hold ledge and maintain that stage positioning. Brother, we'll see how this turns out.
So game 3, this could possibly be the last match in the entire tournament. We'll have to see about that.
For doubles, at least.
Well, for doubles, yeah.
Oh, and not sure why Craftis was just waiting there, maybe expecting GJay Delta to take a punish.
I don't know.
So that's another thing with character swaps, because you can see that, correct me if I'm wrong, but Kevin and GJay have not actually swapped off once yet.
Not in this set, no. I did notice because I was up against them. They were both playing double team.
With a nice save, but in the end it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, they've been mainly playing Toon Link and Ryu throughout the entire tournament, actually. Besides, I could think of like maybe one instance.
Do you know if GJay's main is Ryu?
I would assume so. Yes, it is. Okay. Got the confirmation.
Okay, because I was talking about this when I was single commentator, that certain players will actually adapt another character for doubles. Because, like, I know that you have a villager for doubles. I know you probably wouldn't pull him out in singles, I don't think.
Villager's one of my secondaries. I wouldn't pull him out that often. Depends on who I'm up against. But that is a good point because I did play Puff, I think, once in doubles because I did. There are a few things. I wouldn't consider Puff my like doubles main, but there's a couple things I noticed I could do, but we'll get into that at some other point. And here he goes with the forward smash kill. Will Luigi make it back? Well, obviously he will.
They're preferring to stay position for instead of going out for that edge guard. Especially good because he was really close to the stage. So going out, if anything, would have just caused a reversal.
Do you think the change in characters would, do you think that affected the whole DDD with the one stock right now?
Oh, DDD is at one stock?
That
is extremely quick, and that is extremely odd because usually the heavier character, if the teammate is not like a Toon Link where it's like they can run around and they go aggressive, usually the heavier character is the one holding onto the stocks. So I find it very weird that the heavy character right now is at one stock. Oh, no, everyone's at one stock.
You got him with the up smash. I almost said tilt.
DDD's shield looking like an M&M right now.
Nice comparison. Best way to put it.
Craftis reacting to the forward tilt and shielding. He's going to go for the back air. Sets his up for the team combo. Right now Luigi is holding stage position and he can't afford to get edge guarded and with the stage again. And Craftis immediately going back to take that stock because right now, especially when they have two stocks, that is the best time to team share at the end.
I'd still say this is pretty even, to be honest. Could go either way.
Especially because Ryu does live for a long time, but it could also very well be dangerous.
Never mind.
Oh, and now that the killing force is gone, they're left with the... Kevin actually almost did pull this off during set 1, so I could very well see this.
He could definitely pull this off. It's not impossible. Not even like a rare thought. Let's see,
especially whereas they're spacing tools.
He's definitely trying to go for the up B. Because the way they're setting it up.
I'm sorry, because Luigi is definitely not going for those fireballs. And the one projectile that DDD had.
Ooh, there we go with the team combo.
And that is a 3-0, and that will be the set.
There, it's over. Congratulations to Craftis.